My heart monitor flatlined 3 times, but I clawed my way back to life. Now, standing in my own doorway, I wonder if death would have been kinder. The hospital smell still clings to my clothes, antiseptic, sterile. A reminder of the 6 months I spent fighting for every breath. Stage 3 lymphoma. The doctors called it a miracle I survived, but miracles don't prepare you for this. My sister Lily tangled in my bedsheets with my husband Mark. Their laughter echoes through the house I built, the home I thought was mine. I'm Claire, 32, and until today I believed in second chances. The cab dropped me off too early apparently. I wanted to surprise Mark, to see his face light up when I walked through the door cancer-free. My hands tremble as I grip the doorknob, the hospital wristband chafing my skin. I'm not supposed to be here yet. They didn't expect me. The living room is a time capsule. My favorite throw blanket draped over the couch, the coffee table cluttered with mugs, my old novels stacked beside it. Everything is the same except it isn't. The air feels wrong, heavy with a scent I don't recognize, lavender maybe, or her perfume. My legs, weak from months of chemo, wobble as I climb the stairs. Each step is a battle, but I'm used to fighting. I've fought needles, nausea, the creeping fear of not waking up. This is just another fight, right? Wrong. The bedroom door is ajar. I hear them before I see them, Lily's giggle, high and careless, and Mark's low chuckle, the one he used to save for me. My stomach lurches, but I push the door open. There they are. My sister, her dark hair spilling over my pillow, and my husband, his arms slung across her waist. They don't notice me. They're too busy laughing, their bodies pressed together in my bed, the one we picked out together at IKEA 5 years ago, arguing over thread counts like it was a life or death decision. Claire. Mark's voice cracks when he finally sees me. He scrambles upright, the sheet falling away to reveal too much. Lily gasps, pulling the blanket to her chest, her eyes wide with something that isn't quite shame. I want to scream, to throw something, to collapse. But I just stand there, my bag slipping from my fingers to the floor. Surprise, I say, my voice flat, like I'm reading a grocery list. I'm home. Mark stumbles over words, half-dressed, his hands flailing as if he can wave away the truth. Claire, it's not, babe, you're supposed to be in the hospital? I cut him off. Dead maybe. Lily's face crumples, but I know her too well. Those tears are for show. She's always been the actress, the one who could cry on cue to get what she wanted. Growing up, she'd steal my toys, my friends, my spotlight, and I'd let her because she was my little sister. But this is my life. Claire, I'm so sorry, she starts, her voice trembling. We didn't mean for this to happen. It just did. It just did. Like they tripped and fell into my bed. I laugh, a sharp, ugly sound that makes them both flinch. 6 months, I say. 6 months I fought to come back to you, Mark. And you couldn't wait. He looks at me like I'm the one who's betrayed him. You were gone, Claire. You were gone. The doctors said. They said I might die. Not that I would. My voice shakes now, the anger bubbling up past the hurt. And you, I turn to Lily, who's still clutching the sheet like it's her dignity. You're my sister. How could you? She opens her mouth, but nothing comes out. For once she has no script. I don't remember leaving the room, but I'm downstairs now, sitting on the couch, staring at the coffee table. My hands are cold, my chest tight like the cancer's back squeezing my lungs. Mark follows me, pulling on a shirt, his face a mess of guilt and desperation. Claire, please. Let's talk about this. I love you. I've always loved you. I look at him, really look at him, for the first time in months. He's still handsome with those green eyes I used to drown in, but now they just look weak. You love me? I ask. Is that why you're sleeping with my sister? It wasn't like that, he says, sinking onto the couch beside me. Too close. I slide away. You were so sick and I was scared, and Lily, she was here. She helped me through it. Helped you? I echo. By taking my place? He winces, but I'm not done. I was fighting for my life, Mark. I was alone in that hospital bed, throwing up, losing my hair, praying I'd make it home to you. And you were here replacing me. Lily appears at the bottom of the stairs, now dressed, her face streaked with mascara. Claire, I didn't mean to hurt you. I swear. I was just trying to help Mark cope. Cope. I stand, my legs steadier now, fueled by rage. You think this is coping? You think this is what sisters do? She steps closer, her hands outstretched like she's approaching a wounded animal. I know you're mad, but we didn't plan this. Just happened. We were both so scared for you. Scared for me. I laugh again and it feels like spitting glass. You weren't scared for me. You were waiting for me to die. That's not true. Mark snaps, standing now, his voice rising. We thought you were gone, Claire. The doctors said there was no hope. We were grieving. Grieving. I whirl on him. I'm standing right here, Mark. I'm alive. And you didn't even wait to find out. The room falls silent, the weight of my words settling over us like ash. I think of the nights in the hospital, the endless hours staring at the ceiling, picturing Mark's face to keep me going. I thought of our wedding, the way he cried when he said his vows. I thought of our plans, kids, a house in the suburbs, growing old together. And all that time he was here with her. I turned to Lily. Why her, Mark? Of all people, why my sister? He looks away, his jaw tight. Lily answers instead, her voice small. Because I was here, Claire. Because I love him too. The words hit like a slap. Love. She loves him. My sister who borrowed my clothes, my car, my life, now wants my husband. I don't know how long we stand there, the three of us caught in this awful tableau. Finally I pick up my bag. I'm leaving, I say. Claire, no. Mark pleads, reaching for me. I step back. Don't touch me. My voice is cold now, steady. You don't get to touch me anymore. I walk out, the rain soaking me the moment I step outside. I don't know where I'm going, maybe a hotel, maybe my friend Sarah's place. All I know is I can't stay here, in this house that smells like betrayal. The days that follow are a blur. I check into a motel, the kind with flickering neon signs and stained carpets. I cry until my eyes burn, then I stop because tears won't fix this. I call Sarah, who listens without judgment, her voice a lifeline. You don't have to decide anything now, she says. Just breathe. But breathing feels like betrayal too. Every breath reminds me I'm alive, that I fought so hard to come back to a life that doesn't want me. I think about Lily, her crocodile tears, and Mark, his pathetic excuses. I think about forgiveness, about whether it's possible, or if it's just another word for weakness. A week later, Lily shows up at the motel. She looks smaller somehow, her usual confidence gone. Can we talk? She asks, her voice barely above a whisper. I let her in, not because I want to, but because I need to understand. We sit on the edge of the bed, the space between us a chasm. I'm so sorry, Claire, she starts, her hands twisting in her lap. I know I messed up. I know I broke everything. Why? I ask, the only word I can manage. She looks down. I've always been jealous of you. You had it all, Mark, the house, the perfect life. And when you got sick, I don't know. I wanted to be there for him, but it turned into something else. I didn't mean for it to happen. You didn't mean to sleep with my husband? I ask, my voice sharp. You didn't mean to lie to me for months? She flinches. I thought you were going to die, Claire. We all did. And Mark was falling apart, and I wanted to fix him. Fix him. I laugh bitter. You broke him. You broke us. She cries then, real tears this time, but I'm too tired to care. I don't know how to make this right, she says. I don't know if I can. You can't, I say. You don't get to undo this. She leaves and I'm alone again. But something shifts in me that day. I start to see it wasn't just them, it was me too. I trusted too much, loved too blindly. I thought love was enough to hold a marriage together, but love isn't a contract. It's a choice, and Mark chose wrong. Weeks turn into months. I file for divorce. Mark begs me to reconsider, sends long emails about regret and second chances, but I delete them unread. Lily tries to call, but I block her number. I move into a small apartment, just me and a few boxes of things I salvaged from the house. It's not much, but it's mine. I start therapy, something I swore I'd never do. My therapist, a kind woman with glasses that slide down her nose, tells me healing isn't linear. You're not just grieving your marriage, she says. You're grieving the person you thought you were. She's right. I'm not the Claire who married Mark, or the Claire who let Lily take and take without pushing back. I'm someone new, someone who survived cancer and betrayal and came out stronger. I start painting again, something I haven't done since college. The canvases are messy, angry, full of reds and blacks, but they're honest. They're me. One day I run into Mark at the grocery store. He looks tired, his eyes shadowed. Claire, he says like my name is a prayer. Can we talk? I look at him, at the man I loved for a decade, and I feel nothing. Not anger, not love, just a quiet emptiness. There's nothing to say. I tell him, and I mean it. I walk away, my cart full of things for one. A single apple, a small loaf of bread, a bottle of wine. It's not the life I planned, but it's the life I have. And for the first time in months, I feel like I can breathe. This story isn't about forgiveness or revenge. It's about survival. It's about choosing yourself when the people you love choose someone else. It's about rebuilding from ashes, even when the fire still burns. What do you think? Was Claire right to walk away, or should she have fought for her marriage? Can trust, once broken, ever be rebuilt? Share your thoughts on justice, betrayal, and what it means to start over.